All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. This is Dr. E from today's date is July 16th, 2021, and I'm saying Ahaya by Yeshim, Yeshua HaMashiach, Baruch Atah Adonai. I know it's been a little minute, but truthfully, I've been taking care of some financial obligations, things I had to do that I'm actually getting paid for. So I had to kind of take a quick little break. I haven't really had time to pour into the information that I've been known to bring forth to you all. But yeah, I think I'm going to have a different approach moving forward. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do it moving forward, but I need a different approach because YouTube has made it such that it's just not the same. The marketing for these videos is not the same. I mean, they're so greatly suppressed now. It wasn't like this before. Like before, you could put out a video and you could be recommended to other video channels that's similar, get the traffic up, get the views up. It's just not like that anymore. I don't know if that's by design or what, but I'm going to have to approach it a different way because I've been putting in a lot of work, man, a lot of videos, you guys know. And I just don't think it's getting maximized to the point where I feel it should. So from my standpoint, I'm going to approach it a different way. I just have to figure out exactly how. But anyway, I'm here. I'm still around. Like I said, just had to take care of some things. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff in the news. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of things in my mind. One of the big things going on now is this young lady, this Sha'Carri Richardson. Young lady that got caught with the weed, and they banned her from running in the Olympics in Tokyo, whatever the case may be. Let me just say, I understand the new generation, of our young people and stuff like that. I'm just kind of old school, man. I mean, I'm not a fan of the young black women with the blonde hair and different color hair. I'm just not a fan of that. And I'm not judging them at all. If that's their thing and they think that's fly, they think that's cute, more power to them. But I personally think that the hair color thing is just kind of it looks cheap, man. It doesn't look right on black women. That's just my personal opinion. And I'm a black man. That's how I feel. So I don't apologize for how I feel. I'm just not a fan of that. So when she came out and she did real good, and she won the race. I celebrated that. She's a young sister doing her thing, whatever the case may be. And like I said, when I first saw the image, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know what the heck she was, without knowing the story, knowing the backdrop, and even knowing who she was. When I first saw the image, to be honest with you, I thought it was some kind of transgender something, because that's been a big thing now in the news. But transgenders being allowed to run against this, different genders and stuff like that. So without even knowing her name or what the story was, when I first saw the image of her, I was thinking something totally different. So that's just being honest. That's that. But that aside, man, it's kind of sad because I think it speaks to and it's a teachable moment for us, because I think it speaks to a much bigger issue of our black women, man, and how we, and I say we, I don't mean me personally, because I don't subscribe to this crap, but we collectively as black men, man, it's like. But I'm gonna get back on the Sha'Carri Richardson thing in a minute, but I need to say this, man. I think it goes back it goes back way back to the plantation days. As black men, man, it's like we really, it's sad, because if you look around, all these so-called prominent black men have so-called made it, these sports stars, these entertainers, these rappers, every single female that you see on their arm, man, they're either light-skinned or they're a light-skinned Latina female, right? And this isn't about being against any sister of any color, because we all come in different beautiful shades of black, and I value and appreciate all the shades that we come in. But apparently these so-called men of distinction, once they've made it, I mean, they clearly let it be known that they see no value in a dark-skinned black woman. I mean, I don't want to hear this stuff about, Oh, you fall in love with who you fall in love with. Like, miss me with the bull, man. You're not going to get me to sit here to believe that every single sports star, black sports star, rapper, entertainer just happened to fall in love with a light skinned girl, a woman who looks nothing like their dark or their dark skinned mother. I mean, I just think it's sad, man. It's like the message we give to the young black girls out there is that you don't stand a chance. We don't see no value in you. We're not attracted to you. You're not going to be our wife. We're going to get the what we think is the trophy that make us look good. We're going to get the light skinned girl or the light skinned Latina girl or whatever the case may be. You're not good enough. And so as a result of that, even though the sisters ain't saying nothing about it, they embrace these images. Look at Little Kim. I love Little Kim. But look what she did to herself, man. Like she didn't have to do it. Kim was a nice looking brown sister, man, from Brooklyn. Look what she did to herself. I mean, why did she do that? Like, look at these sisters walking around with these different color hairs and blonde hair. What are you doing with blonde hair? Like, are you even serious right now? Like, you look ridiculous. But I think it speaks to a much bigger point of a lot of sisters feeling that they're not beautiful, feeling rejected by said black men who constantly don't choose them or tell them, rather directly or indirectly by visuals, that you're not good enough for me. You're not good enough for my black successful self. You're not, dark-skinned black woman. You're not good enough. And I think it kind of speaks to that indirectly, and it's freaking sad, man. And I'm speaking on this, and I don't care who like what I'm saying, who don't like what I'm saying, because nobody else will speak on it. I'm going to speak on it because I see an issue with this, man. I don't understand, like who raised these dudes? Like, how does their mother feel? Right? Like I mean, it's so prevalent. It's like, wait for it. The successful rapper, the successful R&B singer, the successful sports guy, whatever the case may be. I mean, I'm light skin, and I'm not hating or bashing on light skin sisters. I'm not a dark brother, okay? I'm black, but again, we come in all beautiful shades. But you would know that by what these dudes is personifying when they so-called quote unquote make it. And I just think it's sad. It sends the wrong message. It does. Kanye West, I mean, he ain't the most intelligent brother, but I mean, he was successful. This brother I'm pretty sure he could have gotten any female he wanted, right? A professional sister, whatever the case may be. What does he do? He go out and get a porn star, basically. 'Cause that's what Kim Kardashian is. That's her claim to fame. Before all the Kardashian shows and all this kind of stuff, she got famous off a sex tape. Let's keep it 100. Let's be real with it. So out of all the professional black women Kanye West you could have had, you chose her over a black woman. So that's the message you basically saying without saying is, even a porn star is better than your black self, black woman. Even a porn star is better than you. And a woman who looks nothing like your mother, because we know what your mother looked like, a woman who looks nothing like your mother, and that's who you wifed up. That's the message. And this is the recurring theme, man. Listen, I don't want anyone to get me twisted. I don't care who you fall in love with. I don't care who you choose to be with. I see an intra-systemic problem among our people. I just think it sends the wrong message to our young black women. And these are young black women that look up to these guys. They idolize these guys, these rappers and these singers, and they idolize and they support them. And they keep spitting right in y'all face. And I think it sucks, man. I think it sucks, and I think it's wrong. You understand what I'm saying? And I said that to say that we're going back to Miss Sha'Carri Richardson. The visual of her, man, I just think it's all wrong, personally. I really do. I just do. Right? No apologies. It's my opinion. It's what I feel. And now they're trying to say that some vaping company is offering her an endorsement deal, right? $250,000 deal, which we all heard, or I don't know if you all have heard about it, but vaping is supposed to supposedly causes cancer, right? It's bad. Now she got popped for smoking, and they offering her basically a smoking deal, a vaping deal. Man, please tell me somebody with some sense around this young lady is telling her, no, That is a bad idea. Matter of fact, that's a horrible idea. Don't do it. Like, her mother passed away. Okay, I get it. Where is her father? Where are the elders in her family to help this young lady to make the right decision? Where are they, man? I don't understand. Someone needs to tell this young lady, listen, don't do it. You already made one misstep. You got a chance to rebound from this. You're young. But that vaping deal, I personally believe that they're trolling on her. I personally believe that they're subliminally trying to clown. So you offer this young sister $250,000 for a vaping deal, really? Like, it don't take an Einstein to figure out that is a horrible idea. And I really hope someone tells that young sister and get in her mind that no, you don't. That's money you don't need, because all money ain't good money, and that vaping money, you do not need that. Okay. I just think it speaks to a much broader issue with us as a people. Yeah, you got all these so-called sports guys, they trying to stick up for stuff like that. Yeah, because she won, because everyone's going to try to be in the winner's corner, whatever the case may be. If Sha'Carri hadn't won and won the way she did, these brothers wouldn't be speaking up for her. They wouldn't give her the time of day. They wouldn't even look at her. Right? She's not mixed. She doesn't look Korean. She doesn't look Asian. She doesn't look Latino. I mean, she looks like a young hood girl. And I promise you, if she hadn't won the way she did, these brothers wouldn't be speaking up for her. They're a bunch of hypocrites. And I see right through it, man. I see right through it. I look at the image of this young lady, man, and it's to me, it's bittersweet. She's not the personification of a young black woman. I look at her and I'm like, what the hell? She's not. She's black, yeah. But with that image, man, it's like, what in the hell? So this is what little young black girls is going to be looking up to for the next whatever years, because she's 21, she's young. And please believe, I'm not tearing this young sister down. I'm speaking to a much bigger issue as a people. I'm using this as a teaching technique because, see, we're scared to talk about stuff as a people. We're scared to address stuff. Or when you start talking like this and addressing stuff like this, people try to come against you. I don't keep come against whatever you want. I'm going to speak what I want, man. I'm 53 years old. I'm going to say what I want to say and what I need to say to us as a people, because we do for too much, man. And somebody need to say it. It's sad, man. It really breaks my heart that all these so-called prominent black men of success, whatever the case may be, they see no value in a black woman. And that's not to say that light-skinned women aren't black, but that's all that they personify. Like that's all that they value. That the message they're sending to little black girls are like, you aren't good enough. And so as a result of that subliminal, conscious and subconscious rejection, a lot of these young black women like Sha'Carri Richardson and Little Kim, as successful as she's been, they doing all this stuff to change their hair and wearing these different color hairs and getting nose jobs and all this stuff for what? Because for so long they've been told that you're not beautiful, you're not valuable to me, black girl. You ain't light skinned, you don't have long hair, you ain't Asian. So what? Our black women and our black, we come in all beautiful shades of black, but you wouldn't know that by these Negroes. That's all they personify. That's all they come out with. Making these. Look at the NBA. The NBA is becoming a bunch of half breeds. Everybody light skinned. I'm just saying. Look at it. I'm not. Y'all know I'm not lying. The NBA and basically what's happening is you've seen all the kids from those dudes that like I said, got them the light skinned girl or the white girl, right? And I don't even have to call their names. Y'all know who they are. The NBA is getting inundated. Even the NFL is starting to now with a bunch of half breeds. And that's a direct result of black men. Black men are doing that. Okay, black women ain't doing that. Black men are. Listen, your preference is your preference. You do what you do, right? I'm not. Far be it from me to choose who you want to be with, right? But whatever you do, man, you have to. You have a bigger responsibility. You have young black women, young black boys, just going to emulate you. Young black girls looking up to you, and y'all keep spitting in their face, man. Y'all keep telling them they're not pretty enough, they're not good enough, and that's why they walking around with these stupid blonde hair and all these different color hairs and looking like clowns. Because of y'all. Indirectly, it's y'all fault, man. It's y'all fault. We're not the best. We got issues. I know we do, but guess what? We us. We got to stick up for each other, man. I say it all the time. I love us. We represent the best and the worst at the same time. And that is so true. And I'm telling you, black men, man, y'all really need to do better, man. Man, oh my God, y'all are. And then y'all got the nerve to try to down the sisters and diss the sisters. The same sisters who've been holding us down for years, raising us, raising little men that you made, that you walked away from. Nigga, you got the nerve to try to talk down on her. No, oh my God, let me calm down, man, because see, I'm about to change. I'm about to get street, right? Because see, I'm passionate about this, man, because I see the bigger picture, man. I see the bigger picture. Okay, it's direct and indirect results of rejection of black men against women that look like Sha'Carri Richardson, telling them you ain't good enough, you ain't nothing. If you ain't light, you ain't right. And I'm from the South, man. They used to say stuff like that. You play with the lights. It's the light skinned ones you stay with. The dark skinned ones you play with. That's an old expression they used to say down here in the South, man. And it's so disgustingly sad because that's what we personify. Okay, shout out to D Wade, at least, and you know, his wife. Shout out to LeBron. Shout out to the few who still represent for the sisters, man. You understand? And it's not a diss against the light skinned sisters. I got plenty of light skinned sisters in my family. You know, like I said, I'm not the darkest brother, right? But what I'm saying is, we come in all beautiful shades of black. Don't stop putting out to the world and to our little black girls that they only valuable enough to marry if they're light skinned with long hair or light eyes. I mean, come on, God, man, y'all can't be that brainwashed, man. Come on, enough. That's why we got the Sha'Carri Richardsons coming up looking like she does, man. As successful as this is, I mean, she has her whole future ahead of her. No disrespect to her, God in heaven knows, no disrespect to her, but her whole imaging thing does not work for me. She looks like a clown with that hair and oh my God, man. I'm not feeling it, man. And it's enough blame to go around, man. You understand? I was raised by a strong, beautiful black woman. Y'all know I talk about her all the time, right? There's no way, whether she was, and she's still alive, but if she would be, my mama would be proud of me one way or another. My mama nurtured me, okay? I love black women. My aunties are all black, okay? All different shades, the dark skin, brown, light, mocha, all in between, because that's how we come, black people. But I just wish we would get to a point where we value all of what we represent, not just one type, not just one particular group of black women. Look at the message you send into our little black girls. Look at the message you send into, look at Hollywood, man. It's so hard for dark-skinned women, man, to make it. Y'all don't help it at all. You Negroes don't help it at all. It's so hard for black women to come through. I mean, you know, you could look at like Angela Bassett should be an A-list actress, right? And to us, she may be, but she's really not. Angela Bassett is more like a B actress, and that's not has nothing to do with her talent. She is a dark-skinned sister in a field that's dominated by either white women or light women or mixed women or racially ambiguous women. Okay, you name me one black female actress that's doing it big, right? This the A-list, A+ list actress, dark skin, doing the thing. You just, colorism exists, my people, and I'm saying we personify that crap. We do. We personify. We help perpetuate it. And black men, man, y'all just, a lot of y'all disgust me, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. A lot of y'all dudes disgust me, man. I mean, it's just y'all so fake with it, because a lot of these females wasn't even checking for y'all before y'all had money. But now y'all got a little money. Now y'all can get Miss Light Bright now. Yeah, oh she checking for you now. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here. Anyway, I'm gonna get off this right here. But I had to vent on that because I think it speaks to a bigger issue with colorism among our people. There's a book, my people, called The Color Complex. Look it up. It's not that deep. It's not that that thick or whatever. Look it up. Order it. And it deals with intra-racism among our people. It's the same thing I'm talking about right now. It's a really, really good read, and I think you'll be glad you did. It's called The Color Complex. All right, so anyway, on to the next. Billionaire, Mr. What's the dude's name? Hold on, let me bring up this article right quick. It says America's first black billionaire is calling for $14 trillion in reparations to compensate for slavery, Jim Crow, and 200 years of systemic racism. And it says Robert L. Johnson, America's first black billionaire, is calling on the federal government to pay reparations. His suggested $14 trillion would be roughly $333,400 per black person in the United States. He also urged lawmakers to pass a decades-old bill that would set the stage for reparations. Robert L. Johnson, America's first black billionaire and founder for Black Entertainment Television, BET, the joke, is calling on the federal government to pay out $14 trillion in reparations to black Americans, and he wants a check too. I heard that. He says Johnson made the charge in an interview with Vice News, published on Wednesday, not this Wednesday, I guess it was a couple Wednesdays ago. He says, quote, reparations would require the entire country to admit that the result of slavery has been 200 years of systemic racism, and for that reason, black folks have been denied $13 to $15 trillion worth of wealth, Johnson told the outlet, and therefore, we as a country now must atone by paying black people of all stripes, the rich ones, the poor ones, and the middle, out of our pocket. The figure could equate to roughly $333,400 per person, based on 2019 data from the U.S. Census Bureau that showed there are approximately 41.9 million African Americans in the United States. The wealth gap between black and white Americans exists for many reasons. The effects of redlining in the housing market, differences in education, home ownership, lower wages, unconscious and conscious biases have all contributed. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. I mean, him of all people talking about reparations, really. I mean, ain't you the dude that sold out BET to some Asians? I mean, BET is like the laughing stock. It's like a joke. I mean, yeah, you might be the first black billionaire and all that, but I mean, I don't know. And I'm not dissing him. I just kind of know his history a little bit. He backed Trump. Whatever. Not saying that disqualifies him because he backed Trump, but I'm just saying it kind of speaks to his mentality. Makes me question, what's his real agenda? Because he said he wants to check too. So I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, just like I said before, sometimes it's not the message, it's the messenger. Right? I mean, what do you all think of this Bob Johnson with this $14 trillion in reparations to compensate for slavery? I mean, I've never heard him talk like this. I mean, so that in itself raises a red flag to me. Right? So, but that's the story. He's calling for that. So what do you guys think? Do you think it's going to get some legs, or do you think he's the one that should be even talking about this? What's your opinion on this this Bob Johnson? And again, no disrespect to him. Like I said, I don't know him like that, but I do know of him, and I do know somewhat of his history, right? And I do know that he sold BET to, I believe it's Viacom, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, further, Viacom is owned by Asians, right? Or something to that. It's somewhere kind of way the people, the company he sold BET to is not owned by black people. All right, I'll just say that. All right, so however it go, man, BET took a nosedive. I mean, just the programming, It's just a joke, and it wasn't like that before back in the day. It had integrity. It had shows that catered to us, and it was respectful, right? I mean, now they got dudes kissing dudes on TV shows watched by kids, which nobody should be kissing nobody. It's like it ain't no gay thing. I mean, you got kids, watching a program. I mean, it's just man, it's just deteriorating to the point where it's like, man, what are we doing, man? What are we really doing, right? Like, I mean, so y'all tell me what y'all think about Mr. Bob Johnson. Is he the right person to give this message? And do y'all think that it'll grow any kind of legs, or what's going to happen with it? All right, man. Had to vent, man. Had to vent. I'm not apologizing for nothing I said. I meant everything I said. It's Dr. Ephraim signing off. Saying hi, by Yeshem, Yeshua, HaMashiach, Baruch Ato Adonai.